India received no bids for over 70% of coal mines it had put up for auction.
Here's a summary of the article.
Reuters, Amit Dave. Chennai, July 9. India received no bids for 48 of the 67 mines up for sale as part of its plan to open up coal mining to private companies, reflecting little investor appetite for a sector clouded by environmental concerns and low margins. India has the world's fourth largest coal reserves and is the second largest coal consumer, importer and producer. In a statement released late on Friday after a deadline for the submission of technical bids, the Coal Ministry said only 19 of the 67 mines had drawn interest. 4 of these mines are coking coal mines and the remaining 15 mines are non-coking coal mines, the ministry said. Auction guidelines stipulated a minimum of 2 technical bids for financial bids to be considered valid. In the first coal mining auctions for the private sector without restrictions on end use of the fuel conducted last year, there were no bids for nearly half of the 38 mines. While coal still accounts for over 70% of India's power production, India has pushed a renewables policy which envisages increasing green energy capacity more than 4-fold by 2030. Adani Power, Hindalco Industries and Vedanta Limited were among the companies that submitted bids.
This post received a score of 20,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
India has to buy natural gas, but has most of its coal. The price advantage disappeared because of all the multi-billion-dollar scams in the coal and steel industry, which a government managed. Whereas, they have to import natural gas from Russia and the Middle East. Puts it out of reach of most corrupt scumbags. Edit. When I say out of reach of most corrupt scumbags, I mean mid-tier politicians and investors. The corruption on the central, federal, level is always there. Red 2G spectrum scam.
My office is in a building where used to be a telecom provider with government contract. The company shut down after a 30 crore scam was discovered. I don't know how long it has been, but on my floor there is still a room with a 30-ton vault door with government seals on it.
I'll give them $1. Take it or leave it.
Enjoy assuming all the liabilities.
Okay, I give them $1 and they assume all liabilities. Sure. But they will take all the profits.
Alright, you drive a hard bargain. I give them 50 cents and all liabilities and I'll just take 100% of profits.
Alright, last offer. We will impose 100% tax.
How about one cocktail wiener? Chansey no.
Chansey, I was just talking about Wonder Chosen this morning. One of my all-time favorites.
Turns out the best carbon capture is just leaving it in the fucking ground. Who knew?
It's important to realize that's not what's really happening. Natural gas is cheaper, so electric plants that were running on coal switched over. It's a lot better for reducing pollution, but it's still producing tons of CO2.
It produces about half the CO2 per unit of energy, which is obviously a good place start. But the problem with natural gas is methane leaks. Even if 2% of the natural gas leaks, it ends up being no better than coal.
Damn. I wish people could be responsible for breeder reactors so we can finally have that dank nuclear energy combined with solar and wind.
I wish we could time travel into a specific timeline where we've learned how to use fusion so we could just leave all this bullshit behind.
Not just that, but also to a parallel universe, where the rich haven't lobbied for 50 years, to convince people that there is no real consequence to pollution and CO2 emissions. Just means those mines were deemed unprofitable, either due to poor quality or small amount of coal.
Didn't read the article, but I am thinking the bad news is 70% of the coal is in the 30% of mines that got bids.
Seems likely. Not like business to give a shit about all this extraneous bullshit. If the mine was worth something, there would be a bid on it.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.